This box of meat is dedicated to my bariatric, or AKA weight loss surgery. Let's get this one started. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that I do have a referral link in my description below. Let's open up this box from Crowd Cow. Woo. Frosty dried ice. So let's talk about this dry ice here. They told me that they put in roughly 15 pounds of dry ice. That way it would get to me safely. They shipped it 2 days ago. I love this paper and you can wrap gifts in it. Salmon, 6 ounces of fresh, wild salmon. Ingredients, sockeye salmon. Nothing else, frozen solid. You hear that? All right, so there's one. Got more paper here. Let's tear this out. I have 12 fillets of salmon. The next item is signature Alaska cod. Once again, the only ingredient is cod. This is wild. I mean, I think cod's too big to be farmed. Yeah, it has to be wild. But look at the size of that portion. It looks great. I'll be taking 2 of these and throwing them in the fridge tonight, so that way we can have them for dinner tomorrow. So I got 1 of those. So as you can see, I love my salmon and my cod. Essentially, I need to eat as much protein as possible on my bariatric diet. And look right here, 6 ounces has 26 grams of protein. I mean, fish is amazing for protein. Look at this one. This one's 6 ounces for the salmon, but it's got 38 grams of protein. I'm on a bariatric diet. There's like, what, 0 carbohydrates on the cod, 0 carbohydrates on the salmon. All right, well, I'm gonna be meeting all my bariatric protein goals for sure. So now that we're done with fish, let's move over to something a little more tasty that I like to have every once in a while. We have boneless chicken thighs. These are frozen, farm focus, organic chicken thighs. This is a little over 1 pound package of chicken thighs, and man, my fingers are getting freezing cold. As you can see, there's no cracking in this package. It is locked tight. For 4 ounces of this, it is 23 grams of protein. I mean, you can't go wrong with chicken. More paper, got more chicken thighs, and I got 3 of these chicken thighs. For me, 1 pound of chicken, 4 ounces, 3 or 4 meals in here for me, because I can only really digest roughly 4 ounces of meat. I do need to include some vegetables. Next item on my focus, this is organic chicken breast. This one here is just shy of 2 pounds. Like, that is a lot of chicken. And, can you hear it? It is solid as a rock. So I'm gonna go pop these in the freezer in a few minutes and take one out and let it defrost overnight. So cook up some chicken and some fish to have some options. Because drinking those weight loss protein shakes all day long, they're decent, but I'm so bored of them. Let's read the calories. This is 120 calories for 4 ounces. There's 1.5 grams of fat and 26 grams of protein. Like, oh God, I can't wait. Moving on here. This is something that I've never had before. I wanted to check it out. This is 6 ounces of halibut. I saw that I can make tacos out of this. I can just eat it as is. I don't know which one I'm gonna do. Wild. Also from Alaska. I'd strongly recommend a box of meat. I mean, this isn't a giant box. Like, look at the size of this thing, right? Did you see how much food just came out of here? Like, seriously? Look at all of this freaking food. Because I get monthly subscriptions of Crowd Cow, I actually get discounts on top of the regular price. So let me tell you what each item costs and what I actually paid. And then we'll talk about my grand total. Wild sockeye salmon normally would cost $6.63. I paid $6.29. If I were to go down to my local grocery store, I'm gonna pay about $12 for something like this. I'm paying half that, and I'm saving a bunch of money. I mean, it is frozen, but if you're buying in a large quantity like this, you want to be frozen, because if not, it's gonna go bad in your fridge very quickly. The 6-ounce cod, all right? Once again, this is wild. I love wild, I love grass-fed, and I love free range. I got bariatric surgery, and I wanna put good food in my body. A non-member would pay $7.88. Me, it comes down to $7.48. Let's keep this rolling. Let's talk about another fish. This is probably one of the more expensive pieces of fish I've ever purchased on Crowd Cow, just because I really wanted to try it. So this is the wild Alaskan halibut. So a non-member would pay $15.75 for this 6-ounce fillet. The chicken breast, where is it? This is the mother load. They come in different varieties of package sizes. I opted for the 2-pound package. A non-member would pay $17.66. I paid $16.77. Chicken thighs. I love myself some chicken thighs. My wife and son like the chicken breast. The chicken thighs are nice and moist. A non-member would pay $7.58. I paid $7.20. So not as much as say the fish or the chicken breast, but I'm still saving money, and it's gonna add up. This is the grand total. I paid $181.83 for all of this. Eat that protein, drink that water, let's all lose this weight and be healthy together. And we deserve to be happy.